It is indeed a hearty welcome to yet another exciting episode of our special program where we're talking about genuine software, particularly from a giant called Microsoft. And as usual, I've got panelists with us in the studio to help us understand and appreciate some of those important nitty-gritties about software. And it has to be genuine, by the way. My name is Valentine Mabugu. Without much further ado, I'll allow our panelists to introduce themselves and then we get right into it.
Excellent. Thank you, Valentine, for having us here. My name is Kudam Lingo. I'm a distribution partner executive, and I manage the distributors that work in Zimbabwe.
My name is Tinevimbo Manjengwa. I'm the business development manager for a Microsoft partner in Zimbabwe named iCraft.
My name is Rotimi Olumide. I lead the Windows Business Division for Sub-Saharan Africa. Glad to be back.
Right, as we begin today's edition of our special program, Rotimi, as a gentleman who was there last week, maybe you can start by giving us a recap of what we did touch on last week for the benefit of our viewers.
Absolutely, Valentine. Thank you. We had a great discussion last week about the value and the importance of genuine software. At Microsoft, we believe that genuine software ultimately enables our customers to have a great and safe experience with their Windows devices. There are three key points that I raised in the discussion last week, and hopefully we can build on during our discussion today. First of all, by having genuine software in your machine, you're always going to be up to date with any improvements and modifications to Windows. Secondly, you are assured that you have built-in antivirus software with Windows Defender on your machines. Thirdly, as a business owner or even someone who just wants to make sure they're using your devices for different purposes, you don't have to worry about investing in any third-party solutions. Because with genuine software, you can be sure that your device is secure.
Right, coming into today's edition, we want to look at how important it is for one to know if it's a Microsoft genuine software. What should one expect and what should they see? Maybe if you can just give us a brief on that.
The counterfeit products that are there, they produced in such a manner that it becomes very different to differentiate the two. So there are certain things as Microsoft that we've put together to ensure that you know what genuine is and what non-genuine is. So just to recap from our discussion last time we met here, we spoke of the ecosystem, how our go-to-market strategy as Microsoft is, right? We spoke of an ecosystem, a channel ecosystem that is 4-tier, right? We spoke of Microsoft as the owners of the product. We spoke of the distributors. We spoke of resellers, and of course, we spoke of the resellers, our most important player in this whole ecosystem. So, for you to know that a product is genuine, right, it has to go through that ecosystem. As a customer, you will buy it from a reseller. We have one of our best performing resellers right now in Zimbabwe, iCraft. So you will buy your software from iCraft. iCraft will buy it from a certified distributor. Currently, we have 2 distributors that operate in Zimbabwe, Red Dot Distribution and Westcon. Those 2 distributors then buy the software from Microsoft. Now, that's the only channel right now that will give you genuine software. If you, as an end user, you purchase your software using that ecosystem, Microsoft will then send you an email, right? This email will come from an alias, an email address written VLSC, which stands really for Volume Licensing Services Center. That's our center that distributes and manages our operations in our region sitting in Ireland. They will send you that email, and the body of that email will be a link. If you click on the link as the administrator for that organization, you will then be exposed to your software. That way you will know it's genuine, right? The second way of buying your genuine licenses is through our consumer products. Again, you will follow the same ecosystem, except this time you will get a physical product in a box. Now, this is where a lot of counterfeit also takes place, because there are players out there who have come up with the same boxes and they'll sell them to you, and you'll feel that you might be fooled or made to believe that these are genuine products. But we have put watermarks on those boxes to identify our genuine products. But it's a bit difficult to identify those boxes. So your best bet here really would be to refer to your local players.
From what you have explained and what you have said, I'm sure now most people will be keen to know what will be a Microsoft recommended solutions provider.
When we look at the ICT industry, there are various players in the industry, but those companies who are ICT service providers who focus on Microsoft technologies, they have various competencies that they can attain, which they are awarded by Microsoft. This can either be at a gold level or at a silver level. But this is just not a competency to say company X has just decided today they now want to sell Microsoft software, and Microsoft will just say you are now a silver partner or you're a gold partner. There are actually things that are done in the background. These include writing examinations to actually make sure that the particular company has got individuals who are certified to be able to sell as well as to deploy and offer after-sales support for those various Microsoft technologies. And not just having individuals in-house who are able to support those Microsoft technologies. For you to become a certified partner, you also need to have reference sites. These are end user customers who can confirm to the other end users that yes, we have dealt with this partner, they have actually sold us genuine software, and they've actually have got the competencies or experienced people who can actually support you on these various technologies. So it is important for our end users to actually be able to say when they are evaluating different service providers, they can be able to actually ask them, what are your credentials? And also knock on Microsoft to say, can you validate if these are actually certified partners so that they can be guaranteed of getting the end product that is actually genuine, and also have that after sales support. Kuda mentioned the VLSC side. There are some end users who will not be able to actually go through the process of them accessing their licenses. So if you go through a certified Microsoft partner who has got maybe the volume licensing competency, they will be able to actually help you to go through those processes such that at any given time, you should not be stuck without knowing how to access your software or download your software.
And obviously, this altogether being a business, I'm sure it's quite important for us to highlight the benefits that are accrued to the customer.
Let's focus for a minute on business owners, small business owner, even large organizations. The importance of genuine software just cannot be overestimated. We're living in a world today where cyber warfare is an industry. It's an established industry. There's people out there whose job it is to try and break into systems, break into organizations' IT infrastructure. You need to have genuine software. We're also living in an age where we're creating more data over the last few years than we have done over the last 50. So data is being created, data is being stored on devices. If you don't have genuine software, how can you be sure that that data is secure? As a business owner, why would you want to run your business investing in growing, you're buying products, you're providing services, and your core underlying software and the devices that you're using is not genuine? Whatever perceived value that individuals may think they're getting by using pirated versions of Windows and so on, they lose in terms of the risks that they may take. Now, Microsoft is really trying to make sure that as many of our customers as possible have genuine software and have an option and have the opportunity to get the latest version of Windows. And that's why I stress again that for any customers out there, be them business owners, with small business owners who are using the Windows Professional SKU or the Windows Home Edition, the retail edition that we sell through retail outlets, as long as you have genuine Windows on your machine, you have the ability to go online and get that free upgrade that will last until July of this year and take advantage of that. And that free upgrade will sit on that device for the duration of the time you have that device. So there's great benefits there. Super important to have the right set of the solutions when you're in your systems and to have the right software.
I must thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming through to the program and sharing with us your expertise. And that's certainly help you. Some of you will be back next week for another exciting episode where we focus on genuine software in the country by the giant Microsoft.
Look forward
to it. Thank you very much.
Well, Simone, that's all we had for you in today's edition of our special program where we're focusing on genuine software, and it has only to be Microsoft software, where we did tackle issues to do how important it is to have genuine software in your offices. So more about that next week. Make sure you don't miss next week's episode. My name is Valentine Mabogo. Till then, it's bye-bye and happy viewing.